Hey guys, it is Damak here and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're here for episode 15 of my Sheffield United career mode, and we're here for the first game against Crystal Palace. Now if you haven't seen this series before, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button and also the subscribe button. Hit the bell if you want to get notified whenever I put this series up. So far it's been daily, I don't know about that, but I have to thank you all for the support on the series. It has been great, although YouTube hasn't really pushed my video out to suggested anymore as much as it was before, so the views have kind of declined, but I'm still happy to carry it on. Of course, I enjoy recording it, so I'm going to go ahead with it. Now if you did miss last episode, we sold Kieran Freeman. I actually forgot to put this in the previous episode. We sold Kieran Freeman to a Dutch club. I don't really like saying their name because I butcher it a lot. We sold him for 1.1 million. We got 725k into our transfer budget. Not much, but especially for our budget, because look at it now, it's at 6.34. We start the season with 17 million. But our first game is away at Crystal Palace. I've had a few comments in the previous episode tell me what to do and tell me how to play better with the formation of the 3-5-2. So we're going to go and test that out today against Crystal Palace, who are currently bottom of the table on 16 points. They've played a game less than us, but they're still 13 points behind us. Hopefully we can extend that lead in to 16, but there's only one way to find out, and let's go in to this game at Selhurst Park. So here we are at Selhurst Park as we look at the home lineup. Hennessy starts in goals with Ward, Rodriguez, Tompkins and Luke Shaw at the back, and new signing there for Palace. Townsend, MacArthur, Milojevic and Meyer are in the midfield, and Ayew and Benteke start up top today for Palace. Quite a strong side, I'd say. They've got Kouyaté on the bench as well, so I don't know how they're struggling so much, but I guess the other teams probably have brought in more signings, and I'd say our team is on par with Palace today. As we look at our team, we've got Dean Henderson in goals, Baldock, Egan O'Connell, Tomori and Stevens are at the back. In the midfield we've got Besic, Fleck and Norwood, and up top we've got Callum Robinson and Lys Mousset. Fikayo Tomori playing once again for ourselves. We signed him, he was our second signing of the series if you did miss that as well, as we should be getting this game underway with Christian Benteke at Selhurst Park. The first game of the episode is underway and hopefully we can get the 3 points. MacArthur on the ball for Crystal Palace. We're keeping him with Tomori here. He plays it back into Townsend. Anders Townsend turns his man. And I think he was a problem last time, was Townsend for Palace, as he's turned in once again from Fleck. Once again Townsend on the edge of the box. It falls to Jordan Ayew, finds some space. It's a beautiful save by Dean Henderson. And once again an attack for Crystal Palace ends up in a corner as Meyer whips in the corner. Maybe that went out of play there. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't, as Mousset can clear up to MacArthur for Crystal Palace. They've got a lot of men back for corners, and now Shaw's on the ball. Once again, former Man United player Luke Shaw down the left hand side. We're not very good at defending so far. Meyer on the ball has a shot, saved by Henderson. We can clear once again. No, we can't clear once again. Now the ball's out to Mousset. Mousset plays it through in towards George Baldock. He's away on goal. It is our right wing back. George Baldock is away. Hennessy. I couldn't even see Hennessy there. He picks it up, does Baldock, and he puts it in the back of the net. But as we were running towards the goal, I actually could not see Wayne Hennessy because of the lighting. And I was like, oh, where's your goalie? And he was right there in front of Baldock. He saved the first effort, but Baldock picked it up on the second time, past Wayne Hennessy and into the back of the net. We've taken the lead here at Selhurst Park, and that was a surprising one. I didn't expect Hennessy to be so close. And we're 1-0 up. Hopefully the game doesn't turn out to be the same as Man City and also Liverpool, or Arsenal in fact, where they come back from us being in the lead, as Townsend has skipped past one of our players on the right hand side. He finds it in to Benteke as he picks up the interception. Now it's MacArthur from the edge of the box. It's miles wide, and we're lucky once again. And they've got a man on the right hand side in Andros Townsend. He's going to turn inside, does Townsend. He plays it through into Jordan Ayew, into the box from Ayew, cleared away by Egan, only as far as Henderson's punching away. We can clear it once again. There's a advantage given. I don't know what that's for. Can we get a goal? Another one before half time? I don't think so. Besic drives against the Crystal Palace defence. He beats Luke Shaw down this right hand side. Besic actually away from Shaw. Can he find the opening from somebody? He tries to play it in. He's been pushed by Shaw, and he's lost balance and lost the ball. That is half time though, and we've played quite well in the first half. Baldock on the ball can play it through in towards Lys Mousset. Can we get a ball into the box from Mousset? Yes, we can. Hennessy spilled it. It falls to Besic, who tries to chip him. And there's a chance going looming at the start of the second half. That isn't happening just yet. A Crystal Palace goal, and hopefully it won't, as Robertson picks up the ball. He can play it over the top in towards Ben Osborne. He's actually beaten Andros Townsend here. Ben Osborne, he's just on the pitch. He can try run away from the defenders. He's crossed it in back post. Who's there? Oh, what a save. It was indeed Ravel Morrison. He plays it back in towards Besic, who hits it, and Shaw can block. And I absolutely screamed there because I thought it was going to be a goal. Looking for some space. We found it with Lys Mousset. He can skip away from this player. He can play it inside actually. Who's there? As Mo Besic hits it straight at Wayne Hennessy. We're ever so close once again. And Hennessy, has he played it right into us once again? Yes. But I don't think we're going to win the ball this time. No, we don't. Crystal Palace finally get possession once again. The ball's into Fleck. He can play it out wide now in towards Ben Osborne. A beautiful run there down the left hand side for Ben Osborne. He cuts inside of the Palace defender. He's on the edge of the box. He can hit it himself. He struck the post. And we're so unlucky today. We hit the post a few times in the last episode as well, but we struck it today with Osborne. He could have secured the win, and now Palace can attack. As we're into added time, there's 2 minutes added time. Townsend plays it inside into Kiate. Back into Townsend. Can we please have no shot? It's played back into Daly. Henderson can keep it though, and we can try waste some time with it. Henderson can absolutely boot that up the field, and that is full time here at Selhurst Park. Game over. We have won 1-0 against the bottom of the table Crystal Palace, and what a result that was. I mean, I'm celebrating beating last place 1-0, but in the end it's 3 points for us. Most of the games we've been playing so far we have been drawing, and today it's just a happy moment. In the end, we came out 1-0 winners. Who got man of the match? It was indeed George Baldock. As soon as his opposition in that position goes, we sell Kieran Freeman, and George Baldock has a man of the match performance. Look at that. He's seen that he has no real competition in the right wing back position, and he's absolutely excelling there. Dean Henderson made 6 saves today. Wayne Hennessy made 8 for Crystal Palace. And I've said this in every game, if Wayne Hennessy wasn't there, what could have been? So between these 2 matches that we're playing today, we're going to sign Samir Kruthers on a new contract. He's only got 5 months left, and we're going to make the most of that. We're going to sign him on for the future. So here we are, renewing the contract for Kruthers. They've lowered the wage a bit, so that will please the board of directors a little bit. We're going to accept that. A wage is 7 grand and a signing bonus of 61,000. We can accept that. Hopefully that is good enough for the board of directors, but we've signed Samir Kruthers on an extended deal for another 4 years. So after George Baldock split the sides in the last game against Crystal Palace, we're coming into this game at Bramall Lane against Bournemouth. And if you look here down in the middle of your screen, you can see Bournemouth are 2 places ahead of us. They're only 2 points ahead of us. So if we beat Bournemouth today, we will move above them and into 11th place depending on Leicester's result. And we need this because there's not much of a gap between 10th place and 18th place, and we don't want to be near the relegation zone anytime soon. Welcome to Bramall Lane for this game against AFC Bournemouth. They're 2 places ahead of us in the league. Hopefully after today they'll be 1 place behind us as they're starting Begovic in goals. I saw that. We can see the flurry of red hats in the stands here. Our lineup today is the exact same one as we fielded against Crystal Palace. Henderson in goals, Baldock, Egan, O'Connell, Tamori and Stevens at the back. Besic, Fleck and Norwood in the midfield, and Robertson and Lys Mousset up top. Bournemouth's lineup, however, they've got Begovic in goals, Stacey, Simpson, Mepham and Rico are at the back today for Bournemouth. Saigankov, Billing, Cook and Dayumba are in the midfield. Volland and I believe that was William Jose. I don't know, I didn't catch the striker's name, but it will be Callum Robertson getting us underway, as I've butchered half of the opposition team names, player names. But we're underway once again at Bramall Lane. Picked it up, can play it inside into Ollie Norwood. Can skip away from his defender. He's having to run back though, is Ollie Norwood. He plays it in to Mo Besic. Mo Besic can see it inside. It falls to Mousset. He absolutely turns his man. Mousset hits it. Good save by Begovic. Don't know what's happening there for Bournemouth, but Robertson on the ball can turn and can try turn again. He's turned his man into the box, into Fleck. Oh, it's just past the post. Stevens inside into Norwood. We can have a run once again. It's into John Fleck. He skips past one. He plays it out into Norwood. Norwood still has the ball. He can cross it in back post. Who's there? Rico for Bournemouth. He picked up into Mo Besic. From the edge of the box, he's going to hit it. It's Mo Besic. It falls straight down into Rico and can be cleared for Bournemouth once again. Baldock can play it through into Besic. Besic plays it through into Mousse. Lys Mousse holds up play, can play it through now into Callum Robson. He can chip over the top into Lys Mousse. First time for Mousse. Just over the bar. That was forever rising for Lys Mousse. He's very unlucky it didn't go into the back of the net though. As Bournemouth have it once again in the middle of the park. Volland plays it through into William Jose. He turns O'Connell. He's got some space. It falls to Cook. Straight at Dean Henderson. It's a good save there by our keeper. And he can hump that up the pitch. Can we get a runner on it? It falls to Mousse. It's a brilliant placement there from Dean Henderson. But it's unable to be won back by our midfielders. Can find Besic. Besic plays it inside. In towards Fleck. It gets deflected into Mousse. He can turn his man. Can Lys Mousse hits it. Begovic saves over the bar. Bournemouth have the ball. Volland back into Sagankov. Plays it through to Volland. Henderson's out. I don't know what's happened. And the ball's been passed into the back of the net by Volland. Henderson made the save the first time. The ball made its way back to Volland. I don't know how. It's probably a remake of the goal for ourselves against Crystal Palace. As Bournemouth scored the first of the game with Volland. Look at this. Our defender trips over the keeper. What are the odds of that? As Volland gets his first goal of the season. And what a time. It's just turning into half time now. And that is half time actually. As now they've played it through. And Danjuma has the pace on Baldock now. He hasn't played a very good game. This time Baldock, Egan can win that header. And we can clear this away once again. Norwood can find Robinson. Callum Robinson looking to be top scorer this season. As you can see the gap of the Bournemouth defence. He's actually found it. It has Callum Robinson. He has been tackled there. He's won the ball back though. Robinson though plays it back post. Who's there? John Fleck, but it's blocked by the defender. Harry Wilson can volley that out for a throw in. As Robinson takes this throw in. Osborne can find Norwood. Norwood plays it out into John Fleck. He takes a touch. Fleck, he hits it straight at Asmir Begovic. And we're ever so close once again. Loses the ball to O'Connell. We can try attack with Lewis Ferguson. It's inside. In towards Ollie Norwood. Norwood now attacking for ourselves. Can play it through into John Fleck. He's away. John Fleck, he's getting chased by the defender though. Fleck turns back. Can play it inside. Who's there but Ollie Norwood, who hits it into the back of the net. In the final minute of the match, we've got an equaliser with Ollie Norwood. And oh my word, we've left it late. We have left it very, very late. Ollie Norwood gets a goal. And John Fleck with a superb running down the right. Played it inside to Norwood. And he hit it on the right foot past Asmir Begovic. And the home crowd aren't going to be that disappointed. Norwood gets his third goal of the season. And we have equalised in this match. I think that's going to be full time though. As soon as kickoff has happened. Yes, it has. And that is full time in this match. It has ended 1-1 between ourselves and Bournemouth. I don't know if these home fans are having a go at me or not. We managed to get a point, but there's been so many games this season where we've got a point, but it's not been good enough because we need to get the 3 points. Even though we've got less losses than the other teams, we've got so many more draws, which brings us further down the table, as most of them can probably be converted into wins. So in this game, we had one more shot than Bournemouth. We had 3 more on target. The game ended 1-1 though. Begovic played very well for the away side today, as man of the match goes to Ollie Norwood with an 8.3 rating. He managed to get the goal in the end. Henderson made 3 saves compared to Begovic's 7. Look at that, Asmir Begovic, the goalkeeper, playing a vital part once again for our opposition. As let's go into this interview, see if they have any interesting comments to make, and I wonder what they're going to say. Sheffield United is unbeaten so far in the Premier League. They've asked me this again. Right, I'm going to go in and check when we last lost a game in the Premier League. I'm just going to say we're not obsessed with this once again. The team get a bit happier. I don't know how the team morale go down, even though we draw a game. It kind of, maybe it goes down a lot more than I thought. So I've just checked our recent games and we are 8 games unbeaten in the Premier League, but we've only won 2 of them. We've drawn 6 games, but if we go back, 2 of them were against Man City, 1 against Liverpool and 1 against Arsenal, but we should have won most of these games as well. And the last team we lost to was in fact Brighton, and what would you know, we're playing Brighton next. This will be in the next episode, this match, but we've got them once again. Can we keep on the unbeaten streak for 9 games? Or possibly 10 when we play Aston Villa, but we'll have to find out. So I'm going to end this episode off with a look at the Premier League table. So Spurs lead by 3 points ahead of Everton. Man City have jumped Norwich up to 3rd. Man United and Liverpool are still struggling down the table. As you keep going down, you see ourselves in 13th place. We're on 33 points, and look at the bottom, we're 6 points ahead of 18th place. But this time, Brighton have jumped Southampton, so they're down in the relegation zone. Burnley and Crystal Palace are a lot further behind than Southampton. We have an equal goal difference as well, which is quite interesting. But in the end, we're still in 13th. We're not in the relegation battle just yet, or we kind of are in the relegation battle, but we're a bit further up. We've got 12 games remaining in the season. But anyway guys, that is going to be the end of this episode 15. Thank you ever so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy the content. Let me know down in the comments below if I can improve anything to do with the editing or something to enhance the viewing of the series. I am happy to do that. Thank you ever so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.